I'm Marc Stevens, author of Government Indicted. Got another great video here for a success story out of Delaware here in North America. And I'm not going to be able to give the name out. They asked me not to give the personal details out, but he is a listener, a regular follower of the show. And it is a parking ticket. And just to address the usual crap that we'll get in the comments, you're going to be making the same challenges on the parking ticket. So it's one of the ways we baby step to being, doing it more effective in court, whether as an activist or not. Just to be more effective in court, you take a parking ticket or some other type of offense where there's no chance of jail time, and you get to challenge the people who make up the system. These people that call themselves government, that that the basic principles of right and wrong don't apply to them, and you get to experience it firsthand with very little risk of actually going to jail. So if you are on the fence and you don't think they're really as corrupt as we report here on the big show, then you can go in for yourself and you can see how dishonest these people are, that right and wrong has absolutely nothing to do with it, and even legal and illegal, they will not follow the rules. So we filed a motion to dismiss. That's what the listener did. And even the discovery request, even though it was a parking ticket, he still did that. He initially lost, because that's what they do. They just ignore you. Whatever you bring up, their standard operating procedure is to just deny it. So it was appealed. And so the letter that we'll see here is from the Civil Appeals there in Wilmington, Delaware. And again, the motion to dismiss is based on lack of evidence proving jurisdiction, whether it's personam or subject matter jurisdiction. And subject matter jurisdiction is related to, of course, the personam jurisdiction and the basis for that. And that is, our written instrument called the Constitution applies to you and creates obligations on you because you're physically in Delaware. They have no evidence, and there is no proof. It's just their say-so. Grossly dishonest. Whether they accept it in their courts or not, that is irrelevant. I mean, of course, like Spooner wrote, any band of thieves could call themselves government and then legalize all their theft. So up on appeal, things didn't change in that there was no evidence of jurisdiction. So they wrote, "Thank you for contacting the Office of Civil Appeals. Your letter, it was a motion to dismiss. It was a formal written motion. Your letter disputing the above-referenced parking violation was received and carefully reviewed. It has been determined that the parking violation issued to your vehicle was done so in error. Therefore, the violation is void." So here we've got direct evidence that the motion to dismiss really, whether any critics want to say there's merit to it or not, is completely irrelevant, because here we have direct evidence, not just circumstantial evidence, but direct evidence that the motion to dismiss, that they call a letter, led directly to them determining that the parking violation was issued in error. And again, it's based on a lack of evidence proving jurisdiction and lack of evidence showing that there is a valid cause of action, if there's any subject matter jurisdiction to hear it in the first place. So, big congratulations to this listener who did that. I really thank you for presenting me with this information. And if you disagree with what I have presented in this video, which will be also not on my YouTube channel, but will also be at marcstevens.net under the success stories, which continues to grow. But if you disagree, if you think that there's evidence the laws apply, then call into a live broadcast. If you think that I'm in error here on this, that this letter here, that this decision is not direct evidence or even circumstantial evidence that the motion to dismiss has merit, and that, at least in their eyes, again, and that is why the Civil Appeals Department reversed the decision and voided it, then, hey, call into a live broadcast. I'd like to hear your reasoning. Again, my name is Marc Stevens. The website is marcstevens.net. Until next time, salud.